So about 2 weeks ago, I made my first video basically committing and going all in with my agency. And just a couple days ago, I closed my first client at 16 years old as a dropout with no case studies and no testimonials. So in this video, I'm going to go over how I did it and what I did over the past 2 weeks that allowed me to get there. But just to preface this video, take everything I say with a grain of salt. There's no reason you should listen to me or take any of my advice. I am not an expert. I am a beginner, and I'm just documenting my journey and trying to help you out along the way, and hopefully I'm able to do that. So 2 weeks ago, I said I wasn't gonna do any niche hopping. I ended up niche hopping, but that allowed me to sign this client. So quick story, I went into a niche, and that niche didn't sell something evergreen, which didn't align with what I wanted to build agency-wise. And as you guys know, I want to build at least a 6-figure per month agency, and I was gonna go into a niche that wasn't proven, and I didn't want to pioneer a niche. So I decided to just hop niches once and for all and go into a niche that is proven, has been scaled before. That way I can just go into it, be better, be different, innovate, and start signing clients. And in this case, it was more of a logical switch rather than an emotional switch, so I feel like it was a little bit justified. But getting into the process that I took to sign this client, I chose to only send Instagram DMs, not focus on cold calls, emails, ads, anything else, just solely Instagram DMs, and just hone in on that and go all in. But even saying I was going all in is kind of an understatement, because I was being inconsistent and I wasn't sending that much volume, which resulted in me only getting 3 meetings. 2 were no-shows, and the other one was this client. I'll put a screenshot up of my DM tracker just to show you how inconsistent I was and how little volume I was doing. But if I had to go do it all over again, the first thing I'm doing is making sure I'm showing up and sending outreach every day and doing more. But now that I've made that mistake, I'm no longer gonna make it. I'm not gonna be giving away any actual DM script that I use in this video. I'm just gonna be going over the actual process that I took to get this client. But if you guys do want me to go over my Instagram process, just let me know. But instead of trying to sell a super heavy hard close offer up front, or even be super heavy on the offer itself, I took a completely different approach and decided to just try and sell myself. I still did mention my offer, program, and the vehicle / mechanism that I'll use to help them get results, and mention a little bit about what I do, but I was more of selling my story and, selling myself. That way they get invested in me and they understand where I'm at in my journey. And as long as they're invested in me, they don't really care if I have some crazy top of the line offer, as long as they're invested in me and think that I can get them results in some way, shape, or form. The offer that I was running though was not Facebook ads or anything like that, because first off, your offer isn't Facebook ads, but it was a test drive offer of the system. Now with this client, I had to do a bit of chasing. I had to call him quite a few times to book him in, and we had to reschedule the demo a couple times because he was busy. So all the demos and all the calls I've had with him have been at like 9, 10, 11 p.m. but it's kind of just what you have to do. So I walked him through a completely normal demo as if I was selling him on a $1,000 a month, $1,500 per month offer, and I walked him through that all. And then the last slide of the demo was a special test drive offer. You just cover the setup fee and ad spend, and I even went further with that to add a risk reversal to a risk reversal test drive offer. And the risk reversal that I added to the test drive offer, which is already a super risk reversal offer, was that if they don't break even on the ad spend, we'll cover the difference. So if they spend $500 on ad spend and they only make $400, we'll cover the other $100 for them. So ultimately, what allowed me to sign this client without any case studies, testimonials, past results, a crazy offer, a crazy unique system, was having an offer that's an easy yes offer, that's basically kind of just a no-brainer, and getting them invested in me and my story rather than just the offer or a crazy mechanism. They're actually just invested in me, and as long as they believe in me and that I can deliver them results in some way, it doesn't really matter what the offer or mechanism is, as long as they believe that I could help them. And doing outreach, because if you're not doing outreach, you're not going to get clients. Now, it's a bit hypocritical because I wasn't doing super consistent or super high amounts of volume of outreach, but I was still doing outreach. Now, I'm not a fan of doing free work. I am a fan of doing whatever it takes to kind of get the ball rolling and go from 0 to 1. But in this case, I charged a setup fee for the test drive offer. So I didn't charge a normal service fee or anything like that that's month to month. I charged a setup fee. And if you're doing free trials / test drives, I recommend, no matter what, try charging your client at least $1. The reason is because they're going to commit to you mentally a lot more if they're paying for you, and they're also going to see the actual value in your service in comparison to if they didn't pay you anything. So even that $1 makes a huge difference. In this case, I was able to sign this client on for a $50 setup fee. All of the other stuff on my Stripe is from previous work in the past, from different, little side things. But always try and charge your clients something. Plus, you can't really call them clients if they're not paying. But I've noticed a lot of people struggle with selling the setup fee or getting the clients to pay it, which is also a really easy thing to overcome. And the way I overcame it was by justifying the setup fee. And this is the most logical way to do it, in my opinion, which is to just justify it. Why is the setup fee there? Because if you're just charging it to charge it, and you don't kind of give the clients a reason, then they're going to be skeptical. And by justify it, literally just say, hey, we just need you to cover the setup fee. That just covers the minimum cost to run the system and get it all set up. We don't even profit off of it, therefore it's still a free test drive. Now, your setup fee can be whatever expenses you have. If you have high level, you can charge a $300 setup fee. I personally just went lower just to get this client on board. But again, just justify it. Hey, this just covers business expenses. Hey, this just covers team expenses. We just need this so we could get the system set up for you. We don't even profit off of it. It's just there so that we can actually get you set up. That way there's actual reasoning behind why you're trying to charge them something on a free test drive or just a test drive. Especially if you're pitching it as free, they're gonna start questioning it. But if you say, hey, we don't profit off of it, here's what it's for, then they're going to be a bit more understanding and actually, okay, and not really question why they're being asked to pay a setup fee. So hopefully this video helped you guys out in some way, shape, or form. You're able to extract some information from it that's gonna help you along your journey, or you're just wanting to watch it for some entertainment while you eat lunch instead of do your outreach. I'm working on structuring these better and pumping more out, so definitely subscribe if you're in the SMMA world or you're just interested in my journey. The next video that I'm gonna pump out for you guys is gonna go over shiny object syndrome and how that'll literally kill your entire business.